Well, good morning. This is Bill McCready for the Futures Trading Room. As you can see, if you've been in there recently, I've finally gotten that back under control and updated. I converted files for 2007 and 2008 into PDF files and took the text comments out of there. What I'd like to show you today is a morning trade that was almost a perfect signal. And here we are with a double top at 9:40 and at about 10 o'clock. Now, big reports came out at 10 o'clock and that had to do with consumer confidence and a combination of 10 things. But what I wanted to share with you is how you use the 550 with the 133. Now, if you look here, you know the short-term indicator on a long time frame is really the long-term indicator on the short time frame. So what we've got here with this double top, it's about 20 minutes apart, and that's a pretty long time. But if we go back, and I'm going to bring the 133 in here, you can take a look and see that we had this double top here, and you couldn't really interpret it on the short-term ergodic. But on the longer term, you can see there is a definite divergence. Higher, equal high on the price and a lower high on the indicator, and you got a big hint of this when the short term turned over and you get this continuation down signal. This is actually a divergence too, because we're within a tick of the peak, but the indicator is much lower. So as we scroll forward, we can see that we probably got a Pesavento line there. We went from 945 to 940. That's a pretty good hit. The second one was a lot stronger because we had two down moves, 1.5 and 1.414, which is the square root of 2. Now, the other thing to look at in here is you have a parallelogram. And almost always a parallelogram like this shows that you're going to have a continuation move. And this is a continuation move. It was a peak from the high here, and this peak is lower. So price is lower, peak is lower. This is a continuation move, and down it went for another 4 to 5 points. Now, you would have gotten a Pesavento bar right down here for sure, all right? And so you would have gotten out basically at the bottom. If we look at the 550, I'll move that out of the way. Here's where you would have gotten a Pesavento bar, and you had just this mush. But basically, you had what was called a measured move, if you go back and review the course. And a measured move is where you get an equal move, one after the other. In this case, it went from 945 to 940, from 942 to 938. Now, that's a little bit more. But again, notice the support and resistance on the 550 and how you use it. And the price bounced right here at the midpoint of the first resistance and yesterday's high. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I hope this helps. And I'll be posting these pretty regularly now. And be sure to answer the survey email I'm going to send out to you. So thanks a lot and good trading.